girls. Welcome to Roadnation's Roadless Livestream here on Twitch. I am your host, Berg. It's spooky season. And a beautiful Sunday Tuesday on the dystopian hellscape that is 2020. We've got a hell of a show planned for you. First up, in the words of Billy Joel, Cassandra Kubinski is very similar to the singer-songwriters of the late 70s, proving that the genre can still be transcendent. She's a multi-Billboard heat-seekers charting, Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter and has performed her whimsical, dramatic stories of ambition, connection, loss, and love, from living rooms to Barclays Center, from New York City to LA to Thailand to Jamaica and beyond. You've heard Cassandra's songs on TV, from Lifetime to ESPN to ABC. She's collaborated with luminaries like the Goo Goo Dolls, Chris Botti, 10,000 Maniacs, DJ Taj Rashid, and even her personal musical hero, Billy Joel. She was the composer and band leader of Emmy-winning new media TV show, The Never Settle Show, hosted by Mario Armstrong, and she serves as the global co-chair of membership for international nonprofit Women in Music. Here to put all of our resumes to shame, Cassandra Kubinski. Aww. Hi, buddy.
What's up, girl? How are you?
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Aren't you just a little ray of sunshine?
Okay, thanks.
I mean that in a very good way. It's the opposite of ray of sunshine. I'm very impressed by your vibe.
Thanks so much.
You have a really remarkable resume for someone who seems quite young. How did that happen? How do you know fucking Billy Joel?
I know. Yeah, I know Billy. Actually, years ago, I grew up listening to him, so love his music. And many years ago, when I was performing at a tiny dive bar in the East Village in New York, a guy came up to me afterwards and said that he worked with Billy and that Billy had sent him down to see me that night. And I thought the guy was, full of shit. I was like, what? There's no way. Well, turned out it was true. This guy worked for William Morris and knew Billy and worked with Billy. And Billy had found my music online and was just really into it, particularly this song called Cradle the Moon, which I didn't play tonight. But so we began a little bit of a friendship. He's been really kind and generous over the years with his feedback on my music. And he had a song idea that he started and he kicked my way and I finished. So, technically there is a Billy Joel collaboration out there waiting for the world to hear. That's the crazy story of that.
That is a crazy story.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things where people are like, basically, if you're an artist, if you put yourself online, the reality is you don't know who's looking. It might be like your idol.
Yeah, that is true. Wow, that's kind of magical. I love a story that sounds like it couldn't possibly be real,
That was why, when this guy came up to me after the show, I freaked out. I called William Morris the next day. I was like, this can't be real, because I really was like, I thought it was like a bad pickup line, I know Billy Joel. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you do.
That would be amazing if it was a pickup line.
Right? Yeah. And of course he couldn't have followed through on that story, but but it was really funny that I was just like, what? This cannot be a real thing.
Wow, I love that. Have you had any other similar experiences where you're just like, what the hell? How did this just happen?
Oh yeah, definitely not always in music, sometimes in other things. But there was another experience. So the autism song that I played, Not So Different. So that song, I got to record that song with the Goo Goo Dolls and 10,000 Maniacs, members of 10,000 Maniacs, and that came about totally crazy too. My previous assistant had gone to SUNY Fredonia in upstate New York, and it turned out that her program head, shout out to Armand, had worked with the Goo Goo Dolls many years back and has a son on the spectrum. So it was really his mastermind idea to re-record Not So Different and release it with the Goo Goo Dolls and 10,000 Maniacs because they were Buffalo-based bands. And it was really like okay, yeah, I'll go with that. That sounds fine. Sure. Yep, you just go ahead and make that happen, and I'll be coming up to play with the Goo Goo Dolls. And that's literally what happened.
Wow. I love it. Are all your stories like that?
No. Oh my God. And plus I haven't had one in a while. So I'm looking for another good one. So if there are any random, Grammy-winning like famous artists who are like, that girl was pretty good. Like we should do something with her.
Who's
Just
on
give
the
me
list
a shout.
that you'd like to manifest, you know?
Who's on my list? So it's definitely Sting. I mean, first of all, I would like to get this song that I wrote with Billy out, and I would love, Billy is my, for sure number one. Like, would love to open for him. Jason Mraz as well. Rob Thomas is on that list. But Sting, I think, would be a phenomenal collab. Like even as a writing collab, to like do something together would be awesome.
Wow. All right. How did you get involved with Women in Music?
I was a member first, so I was just taking advantage of the events, the panels, the workshops, paying my membership dues. And at some point, nominations opened up for board positions. And I thought this organization offers so much value. It's just such an incredible place to connect and to learn. So I put it out there, volunteered basically to serve on the board, and fortunately was accepted, was brought on board. And so now it's been, I think, about 6 years or so. I'd have to look back. And it's just grown tremendously. Thousands of members around the world, lots of different chapters. So for everybody out there, artists and really music industry people in general, it is not just artists in our organization for sure. Yeah.
And what kind of work have you guys been doing in the hellscape that is 2020?
Well, tons, believe it or not. I mean, like this, right? Like the fact that you can have artists on this stream from anywhere, right? Around the world, bringing people together. We have had panels and workshops and fireside chats with Broadway performers and managers and publicists, label people. We run a mentorship program that really just launched this year, and we're just getting ready to celebrate our 35th anniversary at the end of this year too. So tons of stuff happening.
Yeah. Wow. Very good. Well, you are a very impressive young lady.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do my best to manifest some Sting action for you,
Girl, I will take it. Just a little desert rose, latte.
Next time I'm going to be really thinking about it,
Yeah. When you randomly meet him, you're like, so this friend Cassandra.
I got a lady for you.
Must meet. Yeah.
Also, I won't say it like that because that would sound.
You know what? I've heard some things. That's not what this live stream is about, but he might be into that is all that I'm saying.
Well, thank you so much. You sounded really wonderful, and thanks for opening the show up for us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And happy almost Halloween.
Heck yes. I got to get a cool ghoulish neck piece like yours because that's fierce.
There's
Cheers.
You can't really do anything. At least we can celebrate at home.
True. And eat all the candy because that's what I'm doing.
Well, thank you so much. And yeah, very good job.
Awesome.
Yes, Cassandra Kavinsky.
See you guys.
Excellent work. Hello, everyone. Next up, Tammy Infusino is a singer-songwriter originally hailing from New Jersey. She sung background vocals for the likes of Drake and Kanye West and penned a gold single for European superstar Milo, as well as up-and-comers Royal and the Serpent and Perry Banks, and has lent her voice to the theme song for Disney's animated series The Rocketeer. Her solo project is brand new and blends soul and pop and a lot of feelings. She just released her latest single, You, which is available on all streaming platforms. Here she is, Tammy Infusino.
Hello, Z.
Hi.
Hi.
You have an incredibly beautiful voice.
Thank you. I want to look at your face, but I know it's back there, so let's just pretend I am.
Don't worry. I make a bunch of really weird, shitty facial expressions, so it's
Same.
probably.
I'm sure my eyes were rolling back in my head for half of that.
Oh boy. So is the solo project is a new endeavor for you, yes?
Yes, I am, I guess I'm a songwriter by day, and I sing commercials and jingles, and I do voiceover. I'm developing an animated short right now, lots of things, but I've been writing primarily, for the last 10 years for other artists, and I started as a singer, but I got into writing, and I think it was hard for me to figure out what my sound was, and now I think I figured it out, mostly.
That's very exciting. It's amazing to imagine someone with a voice like you writing songs for other people. Which is my roundabout way of saying, yet again, the voice is amazing.
I love you. Do you want to be best friends?
Honestly, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll put my number in the Zoom.
You accidentally share it with the entire chat.
Everyone in the world can call me. I mean, my boyfriend's out there somewhere, I think.
I hope he's out there somewhere.
I mean, if not, it's fine. I'll be a, what do you call it? A spinster. I have 2 cats, so I'm on my way. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's all you need. This year has been a new thing for me, really liking animals. I grew up in a weird family with like no pets, and all of a sudden I like see any animal and I'm like, who's my little man? Who's my fucking little man?
I love it. I talk to all animals that way, and babies. It's bad.
Yeah.
The baby fever and the animal fever are strong.
The baby fever, I don't mess with. I can't actually be like in the same room with babies. I like kind of start to have a panic attack.
My ovaries hurt when I look at babies. So I think there are babies in my future.
Oh, my ovaries hurt, she says.
It's true.
Yeah, I have like absolutely zero maternal chick instincts. It just, I mean, I feel like you could tell just by the timbre of my voice.
No, I have a low voice, and I want babies bad. I think we all different strokes for different folks. I
Yeah.
can still change my mind too. I don't even know. I love my animals though a lot, and I steal everybody else's babies because I can't.
Also, you have like a nice, like a beautiful mellifluous low voice. I have like a I'll kill you in your sleep low voice.
I like it, but we could talk about that later on our first
for
best
like
friend call.
ASMR. And I've got a great, sort of witch's cackle. I'm good in spooky,
Yes. I think everybody hates their own voice, including me. I hate it. My voice memos, all my writing is on my voice memos, and it's like, I'm so low all the time, and I'm like, oh, it's so annoying, and I don't want to hear it. But that's how I record my ideas, so I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with me all the time.
It is a strange thing that everyone hates. Anyone hears their voice recorded talking, and they're just like, "Who the hell is that?"
I know. I'm like, why did anybody let me come over?
Yeah, because I've like been doing like radio and interviews and stuff since I was a kid. So I first heard myself talking. I was like, "Who is this dude? I hate him. I'm not." And now I have my radio voice to make everyone feel safe and at
That
home.
feels like Light FM, that voice. You're listening to, or that like late night on the East Coast one where she would give people advice. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's my vibe. It's my radio voice is like slutty NPR, which
Yes. That's good. Listen, that's a good brand. I forget what that lady's name was, but people would call and she'd be like, "You're listening to somebody, and we have a caller who's her husband has cheated on her, and she wants to know what to do." And then she'd give her this like really soft, like nice, low, like, "Stand up, love yourself, girl."
yeah, it's like part advice, part phone sex operator.
Yes.
Really offers everything. Yeah, we didn't have her here obviously because I'm on the West Coast, but we had Loveline, which was.
Oh, Alex is nodding. He knows what Loveline is. Wait, Loveline, isn't it that guy? I know that. I know Loveline.
Carolla and Dr. Drew. Adam Carolla, who turned out to be a fucking asshole, but I loved him on Loveline when I was 10 years old, like with the clock radio pressed up against my ear, listening to really inappropriate stories that probably shaped my relationship for years to come.
I mean, I grew up on Ren and Stimpy and all those like Klasky Zupo cartoons, so I am deeply weird and disgusting.
Yeah, the Ren and Stimpy is like unbelievable.
Demented.
Yeah, it's so like permanently etched in my brain when they go into close up and all the drawing becomes really like disgusting and detailed.
Yes. Or the episode where their friend is a fart for the whole thing. Stinky. Or the one, I didn't know they tripped on mushrooms. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that one over.
It's funny. I was literally just gonna say I feel like that the close up, dark, fucked up shit in. Sorry, I'm gonna be yelled at so much in Ren and Stimpy. It feels like when the mushrooms turn on you.
That is a meme that we need to make now.
You'll see that on Twitter later.
Yes, you're welcome, meme makers.
Oh man! So your single just came out.
Yes, You just came out on Friday. And then that first one I did, Breathe, I wrote it like last week, and maybe I'm an asshole for feeling this way, but I feel like it's the what's going on of 2020 that we are so like needing. I'm getting trumpets put on it, and I'm like trying to rush it out, which maybe feels like a bad idea because no one's gonna stream it, but I think it's important for people to have a message.
I'll stream it.
something.
You know?
Thank you. Well, there's one.
Sometimes there's a truly wonderful feeling when you write something, you just feel it, and then you're just like, every now and again, I'll write a song the day of a show and get on stage and just nail it. Like the best I ever feel.
Love that. I as a writer, I don't often try and take songs that I write. Like I'm always like, let's get it to, I mean, when we wrote this, I was like Jennifer Hudson or somebody huge, you know, it's like such a, but that, I don't know, there's so much red tape with getting something to an artist in a rush. And I was like, you know what, maybe I just release this. So I'm gonna try, and the idea is
this is the new era. It's all about you, baby.
the idea is to get music to people. I'm not so much concerned with like being big and famous. I just want to heal people. I want to heal people, and I want to heal with music the way that I was healed as a kid by music. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true. That's why I'm here. So
yeah, it actually doesn't sound cheesy at all. I mean, that's the one nice thing about music is that it kind of universally does the same thing for everyone, which is like it's magic, and it, particularly in times that are this bad, like I feel like there is a responsibility to try and put as many beautiful things out because everything is so bad.
So bad. I have a mushroom journey planned for the day, for Wednesday, the day that we find out what's going on with our country. With my buddy, we're gonna do a medicine walk and just like trip and talk to God, hopefully, and not be on the news. Not in the news or on the news or around the news. Just hope that.
I thought you were saying like not end up on the news. Like,
no, we won't end up on the news. We're gonna go somewhere like a forest. I hope we don't end up on the news.
Yeah, keep it safe out there. That's very important.
Yeah, we can keep it on the DL. I just announced to the whole internet that I do drugs, so that's great.
I mean,
only psychedelics, plant medicine. Yeah, call me.
Also, yeah, I'm like, I was about to go into it, and then I was like, I'm gonna be yelled at.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. They yelled at me for swearing too much last time. I feel like if we ended conversations about psychedelia, it'll be tight.
With a doctor's supervision only. I'm in a clinical study.
That's what we like to hear. Yep. Well, you are wonderful. Your songs
Thank you so much.
Are beautiful, and you're really nice, and I would totally like to be.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. I think the same about you. I wish I could, again, look at your face, but I'm just going to stare into the camera. You're going to know that I am.
Just pretend I'm really pretty.
I know you are. I saw you, girl. Okay, great. Is that it? Now what? Now I go?
Okay, you can leave class now, honey. We're going to move on to the next artist.
Cause send my musicians home.
Yeah, wonderful work, Tammy and Fusino.
Thank you so much. Find me on the internet.
Yeah, check her out, buy her stuff, follow her.
My friend, come on medicine walks.
Follow her home, stand outside her window.
Send your tall single friends my way.
Yes, if you are tall and single.
If you are a man in your 30s and you have your shit together, call me.
Me on screen and your voice is thundering. Very good. All right, get out of here.
Bye.
Oh, man. Up next, for a bit of a change of pace, we have an interview, and I'm not interviewing the person, so it'll probably be informative and insightful and not go off the rails. Kevin Lyman is the founder and operator of the Kevin Lyman Group, a live event production company and brand strategy firm. His most notable live production is the Vans Warped Tour, which attracted about 750,000 people annually and was the longest-running North American festival concert tour. Does it not exist? We're hearing was. Really? No more Warped Tour? What are the kids doing now? I mean, I guess the kids are all at home now. Hey, Adam, keep it together, dude. And you yell at me, my God. Anyway, in the fall semester of 2018, Lyman started teaching at USC's Thornton School of Music as an associate adjunct professor. Here to discuss the I Voted Festival and working to raise awareness for voters through music, here is Kevin Lyman. Listen to the adults. It's a very important message. Please save us. But now, in the words of Glenn Gould, In the future, the audience will become the artist and their life the art. They will become the uninvited guests at the banquet of the arts. In celebration of what would have been Glenn Gould's 88th birthday, Primary Wave and Division 88 have partnered to bring you Uninvited Guests. Available everywhere through Sony Masterworks as of October 23rd, the 9-track album was produced by Toronto's Billy Wild, with additional production by Gabriel Pick, Alex Kotick, and Andrew Testa, and features appearances by Division 88, a collective of up-and-coming artists. Ranging from hip-hop to electronica, Uninvited Guests offers a look at how artists today would reinterpret Gould's classic and most celebrated performances. Some die-hard fans are asking if Gould would have approved of these recordings, and we think the Globe and Mail said it best. Remember that this was the pianist who, as a brash 22-year-old prodigy, made his career by goosing Bach's Goldberg variations in 1955. Pearls were clutched, and Packards careened into ditches when Gould's ecstatic updates of Johann Sebastian's snoozy melodies were heard. Gould was an iconoclast. Moreover, he was a deep thinker who foresaw the DJ culture. Here to continue that remarkable legacy and celebrate the release of Uninvited Guests, a project 7 years in the making, here is Primary Wave. If I may say, holy shit. Yeah, can we get everyone in the motherfucking frame here? Turn your mic on. Let's talk. What is happening over there? Unmute yourself, Billy.
Sorry, we're still learning this. Hey,
Dudes, what is up?
Just having fun.
I've never been more jealous of a fucking scene in my life. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's I like to party.
come through. There's plenty of space, you know.
Where are you guys? Can I come over?
How long that Uber ride will be though.
Where are you guys actually based? Where the fuck is this happening?
Toronto.
Sorry, what was that?
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. So I won't be seeing you anytime soon. Legally allowed in fucking Canada, actually, as an American at the moment. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Things are amazing over there while our country is on fire. This looks like the most, I fucking can't. Also, can I hear about the drink again? Would you like to share?
Yes. Yo, this is the death punch. I'm trying to get it across like borders and shit. Yeah, man. You know,
I want it so bad.
It's delicious.
it's dope. Like, hey, we got downtown. Downtown is going crazy about this drink right now. Everybody's buying.
Can everyone introduce themselves? I was gonna ask serious questions, but that's not gonna happen anymore.
I'm Billy Wild. I am Billy Wild, so I don't know if they heard that. Next.
You're Honey. Hey, I'm Eris.
I'm Dopeface. DOPEFA$E.
I'm Ro Joaquin.
I'm Gabriel Pick.
I'm a big fan of all of you.
Uninvited guest.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to try and keep this vaguely professional. I'm like, I just want to go to a party. How do you guys all know it? How did this happen? Explain this little polycule situation to me.
Many different stories.
Yeah, I mean,
You want the PG?
That's the most interesting story.
We run a studio here, and one person showed up, and then two people showed up, and then a bunch of people showed up, and they never left.
We all decided that we love each other.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Have you been working on this record for 7 years? Is that a real thing?
Yes, somewhat. So, like, basically, we made a bunch of music for it, but could never get the licensing. And then we got it. And then they were like, do you have any artists to put on it? And I was like, whoa, look at all these people. So we did it.
It came together pretty quick.
Yeah. So the actual final version only took like 3 weeks, but the lead up to it was quite a long time.
Wow. So this 7 years of bullshit is just getting like the fucking rights to the music, and then you just make a record in 5 seconds?
Well, I mean, I understand why. I mean, they handed the most prestigious pianists in the world samples to us, so I can understand why they would have had some.
It defies all logic. What kind of fancy bamboozling did you do in that room? What did you promise them?
Ooh. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I want
punch. It took a lot of death punch.
So that's the secret to getting what I want. It's the death punch. Interesting.
In stores soon.
Face over here, baby. Well, I'm very happy that you managed to somehow bamboozle those people into giving you the rights to this music, because what you're doing is remarkable. And I'm sure it must feel strange too, because you just put the record out, yes?
Friday.
Which is, congratulations. I mean, seriously, like drink that fucking death.
We shall. I'm gonna drink that one.
You earned it, guys. But yeah, it must be interesting to put this out, I mean, in the middle of this dystopian nightmare and not be able to perform the way you would normally do. But at the same time, I feel like what you're doing right now is totally in the spirit of the music, of having to remix this for, you know, whatever the reality is right now in the hellscape of modernity, and make it engaging and interesting and new. I'm kind of stoned. I'm sorry. I can go.
No, that's
I'm like, you want to talk about referencing?
drive that and quote you on that. That's fine.
But yeah, it's really interesting. It's nice to see something that just kind of freaks you out a little bit right now.
Yeah, because there's not enough of that going around.
Well, it's also spooky season, you know? Spooky season.
Yeah, I fucking know.
Was that the whole time?
Get next to it. Okay. All right. Yeah, she can hang. She can hang.
Spooky season.
The whole interview didn't notice that at all.
The mic was in the way. The mic was in the way.
Oh my God.
Flaunt that next star, girl.
I basically, in every video I make, I or someone else is always dead, so I've got a lot of experience with. I'm normal. Everything's fine. I told you, I am spooky season. So what are you going to do with the rest of your night after this? Who's going to black out first is my question.
There's not a lot of black.
Say that now.
The guy who had to be asked to put a shirt on before his
Oh, you asked him to put a shirt on? How very weird.
we didn't.
Adam, I swear Adam told me to put my straps up earlier because he thought I looked naked. Adam hates the body. He hates the human body. Well, it's a very nice jacket you put on, to be
No doubt.
What?
What was that? What's happening? You guys talking amongst yourselves? The peanut gallery is just going crazy. So what do you do now?
What are we working on? What's next?
Yeah, what's next after this? And do you continue to do sort of streaming performances and shit of this stuff, or is this all we get?
We have another one on November 12th, but other than that, we're just making more songs.
Yeah, we just crunching out tunes.
Yeah, we've got a 12
That's
song.
not the only thing to do.
Yeah, we got a 12-song collab project that features all of us and a bunch of musicians in this insane network that we're lucky to be a part of. And yeah, we've been hard at work on that and just kind of pushing shit out, letting it play, and yeah, you know, moving on to the next things.
I love.
Market and sell all this death punch.
That's the next very important project. But you know, you guys make music on the side. It's really about the death punch.
Yeah, it's all just a front for the.
Yes, this is a money laundering scheme. Oh, the poor Gould estate had no idea what they were.
It's Glenn. We're Glenn Gould's.
Glenn Gould's cousin, Glenn Gould.
The evil cousin.
Evil cousin, Glenn Gould.
The internet has coined us Glenn Gould.
Well, I feel like Glenn Gould would be really psyched on this. You know, in my humble opinion. I mean, apparently the estate agree. Actually, how does the estate feel now? Do they have any final say over the project?
Cool. It's the fans of his channel who have voiced their.
We don't want to see the pristine works of art go to the future of music, really.
Isn't it adorable when people completely misunderstand the music they love the most?
What's wild is that it seemed like people were expecting like a brand new project from him, you know?
How would that happen? these Glenn Gould tracks.
Most of the comments are like, "This is not Glenn Gould," and I'm like, "Well, no, we never claimed to be."
You're right.
This is an abomination. I second that sentiment.
There's not a tremendous amount of critical thinking going on in online criticism at this point, but here we are.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
But what you're doing is very interesting and both subversive and also just very beautiful. I really, really enjoyed that so much.
I appreciate that.
And I'm so psyched for you guys. Congratulations. And, I look forward to listening to this record because I'm actually going to go home and do that. I'm going to put it on the car when I drive home. Take the top down on the car.
It's a vibe. Trust me, it's a vibe.
Is there anything else we need to know? Where can we see this next live stream for the kids at home? Nobody knows the answer.
Bands in town.
I believe. Yes, that's exactly where.
On the 12th, right?
No question marks.
And
Bands in town. No question mark. Period.
If you wanna follow all the exploits of us, you follow us at division.88 and you'll see what we're up to every day, which is basically this.
Yeah, which I've been watching this for the whole performance. So you at home, if you're looking for something. All right, I'm gonna let you guys get back to just stone cold raging because it just great. And yeah, wonderful performance. I'm really sorry that I'm not there.
Hey, as soon as they open the border, just make sure you come over here.
That's my first stop. I show up with like a backpack.
Bring your dog. We saw you dancing with your dog.
Yo, bring Pupper.
He's really Pupperino McGillicuddy. We love him. I wish he were in here right now, but he abandoned me. This is too much for him.
Can you say Pupper who? Pupper come?
Pupper. I mean, his name is Alvin, but I call him Pupperino McGillicuddy.
That's my favorite thing. I'm so happy.
That's the thing with dogs. You can't you name a dog and then you can't call it by its actual name. It's the same thing that happens in relationships. It's like you basically start to form a language that is less and less coherent every single day until you bring nonsense.
You and the dog.
This is my love language. This is with my dog. Stay out.
Yeah, basically. Just me and the dog talking shit. Well, congratulations, guys. I'm really happy for all of you, and great job.
Yeah.
All
right, get out of here. Go drink that. What's the drink called again? You want to promote?
Let's go.
Let's turn up. Quickly. We already cut off.
Wow, that was fun. Jackson Lundy has just been sitting here waiting for so long. Also, he's got a friend with him. You guys are both very handsome. They can't see them yet, but Jackson Lundy is a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and aspiring producer from New York whose music is a blend of R&B, jazz, and folk. Jackson made his introduction with the single Calypso, which has surpassed 3 million streams on Spotify and reached number 4 on the United States viral list. Look out for Jackson's version of Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, coming out on Friday. Here, in my best NPR voice, is Jackson Lundy. All right. Wow, this is a real party night tonight on Roadnation's Roadless Livestream. What's up, my dudes?
What's going on? What's up?
How many people are in this studio right now? Who are all these men?
Under 10.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
What is your? Are you showing me your sweatshirt?
Yes. Hold on. Sorry. I'm
trying to get on top of the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
That works.
Now we're talking. There are the boys. That performance was wonderful. How did you feel about it watching yourselves?
That's cool. Yeah, it actually sounded a lot better than we thought because we kind of just ran through the mixer into the computer, but it's dope. Yeah, sounded great. It's cool to see.
It did sound great. Great job. And how's it going tonight in the studio? What are you guys all doing there besides watching the baseball?
We're making a Christmas song.
Oh, are you? Is it an original or a cover?
Original.
Is it a sad Christmas song or a happy Christmas song? Does anybody die?
Sexy Christmas. It's not a
sexy Christmas song?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Christmas was a sexy holiday, but I'm happy to hear about it.
Definitely,
It's the
that's the
sexiest
time of the
song.
year.
Christmas
Come
is
on.
very
It's right up there with Valentine's.
Under the mistletoe? Come on.
Is it sexier than Halloween, though?
Halloween's pretty horny too.
Yeah. Kevin's thirsty.
I don't know about that.
Very strong interview vibes. What's the sexiest holiday? Just classic, hard-hitting news journalism, you know.
Easter, yeah. What?
Yeah, Easter is known for being extremely sexy. I've always thought that. Eggs, you know, bunnies, you know, fucking like bunnies. Classic.
I see someone. Nick, how's that healing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I saw someone. It looks like someone cut your neck. How's that healing up?
It's not. It'll never heal. I'm a ghost, obviously.
Well, I recommend hydrogen peroxide and ace bandages.
Absolutely.
It would actually be so much scarier if I had just a bunch of ace bandages around my neck for this interview. It's like what actually sketch happened. Anyway, I hear you guys just did a tour. Is that real? Did that happen this year?
Oh, no. It's all fake.
How did you manage to pull that off exactly?
It was all in editing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we drove up the coast of the West, and we went from here, which is Orange County. We went from there all the way up to Seattle, Washington, and then back, and we shot a series of live tour videos, pulling up in different parks and stuff. Nothing like real venue. It was all just like pull up, shoot it, dip out, and just kind of like create a little hype in those areas that we like pulled up. So
That's actually really, really smart. I love that. It's a very good idea, guys. Great job.
hey,
Shouts out to Brian from Apollo Bebop.
Yep.
He really pulled it off for us, so it's pretty neat.
Did it have like the feeling of being on tour?
we actually did. Definitely.
We've never been on tour, so definitely.
Oh. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like if you just put a bunch of people in a van together, it pretty much feels like tour no matter what.
Yeah,
That was about it.
11.
we went all the way to Seattle and back in 4 days.
Wow. That's a vibe.
Like,
But I admire the effort. That sounds fun and also quite interesting. And you're working on new music now. I mean, besides the Christmas song, I hear you've been releasing singles this year and working with Dem Joints.
Oh
yeah, all the time. Who is Dem Joints is definitely not in this room.
Yeah, I felt very Nana when I said that. You know, I hear you've been working with Dem Joints. Okay, you know, very very cool. Which one of you is he?
Someone.
He's over here.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, people, how are you guys doing? That's enough. I'm kidding.
Hi, everybody. Well, this looks very fun. So when does this Christmas song come out? On Christmas or beforehand?
Way beforehand.
Mm.
But I don't know. Maybe like early December.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Maybe tonight.
It can't come out until after Halloween. That's the rule. Those are the laws.
And drop a Christmas album before. Oh, actually, I think we're gonna do it. Go Doyers!
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's happening? I like everyone on the live stream just watching baseball.
Christmas album that we're a part of that's coming out on Friday. Oh yeah. So
Sorry, what's coming out on Friday?
Keegan Bryant, who's awesome, and he's part of You Made Us What We Are, as well as Warner Records. But Dem Joints is his producer, and so we worked on a Christmas jam that's coming out on his Christmas album that's coming out on Friday, which proves that you can drop the Christmas album.
Sacrilegious as far as I'm concerned. I can't tell him I'm very disappointed in his timing, but you know, I'll check it out regardless. I also hear that you have new merch dropping, you know, and maybe the kids want to hear about.
We got shirts.
We got t-shirts coming out pretty soon. You just gotta check out our website and our Instagram. You know, we post about it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. It's good when you try to talk about real professional things and you have to use a funny voice because it just feels really hard to be like, yes, please check out my Instagram. Gotta, break out the impressions for that one. Well, I'm excited about the new merch. I'm very excited about the Christmas song, and that was a wonderful performance, boys. Is there anything else coming up that you'd like to let the kids of the world know about?
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Stream Keydron Bryant's album. Yeah, Keydron Bryant's album comes out on Friday. Yep. Stream UF, stream Keydron Bryant, stream the baseball game. Stream Apollo. Check out, make sure that everybody watches those tour videos that we just dropped on YouTube. You can find them at Undecided Future. Stream on, stream Stallone. Stream the streams. Check out our YouTube. Follow your dreams. We got some super dope live YouTube videos out right now. Yeah, subscribe. Yeah. Click the button that gives the up. Yeah. If you like music, subscribe.
All right, excellent. Well, we've got a lot of information for them now. Thank you guys. That performance was absolutely wonderful, and it's very nice to sit in the studio with you for a little bit.
Yeah. That's an absolute blessing. Nice to meet you. It's wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Wow, there's a lot of hype in this room. Have a really nice night, guys. You're doing a great job. All right, get out of here. Go live your life. It's been a hell of a show tonight. A lot has happened.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Undecided Future. Oh, boy. Well, I would like to thank all of our artists this evening. Thank you so much to Cassandra Kubinski, Tammy Infusino, Kevin Lyman, Primary Wave, Jackson Lundy, and Undecided Future. And thank you to Roadnation for hosting the show twice a week. Remember to follow us on Twitch and, tune in for many exciting shows to come. And remember, vote. Vote, vote. If you have not yet mailed in your ballots and you're mailing it in, drop it off. Today was the last day to be able to make it by mail because they're deliberately slowing down the postal system. So drop off your ballot, vote early if you can, vote in person, make it happen. The fate of the worlds is in your hands. This has been Road Nation's Roadless Livestream. I am your host, Z Berg. And remember, where we're going, we don't need roads. Thank you, guys.